Bosasa's alleged corrupt activities are catching up with it. But hardest hit are now its employees. Over 4,000 people risk losing their jobs after the company, now known as African Global Operations, applied for voluntary liquidation. The Police and Prisons Civil Rights Union supports the decision to have Bosasa liquidated, but says all staff must be absorbed by the Department of Correctional Services. Spokesperson for the union, Richard Mamabolo, joins me now. Good evening, sir. Thanks very much for your time. But do you not think that something... Okay, maybe I should start here first. You don't have a problem with the government taking the decision or the stance that it is now taking. But your issue is with the employees who are bound to lose their jobs. Is that correct? That
is quite correct. In fact, we have obviously looked into the fact that currently as it stands, we know that, of course, the minister has convened press conferences in the past 3 weeks and just today as well. Last week, what was happening was that there were area commissioners who were convened to ensure that they then will look into shift patterns, meaning that there would be a shift, or rather, a shift within the DCS. And as we have already said that there is understaffing there. That is why we feel that the same Bosasa members of over 4,000 who are doing the very same task of nutritional services should obviously be incorporated into the DCS so that there's no disturbance in terms of the process. But of course, again, we want to ensure that priority is given to those who are currently working in the DCS, because not only has these decisions affected Bosasa members, there have been many other DCS members who have lost their jobs over the years, who have been working under harsh conditions due to the fact that the relationship between Bosasa and the DCS was not about service delivery, but about what goes into different individuals' pockets.
So you don't trust them saying they are still looking into the matter, exploring all possibilities, and they hope that in the end they will come up with something that tries as far as possible to satisfy everyone?
Look, one thing that we're comfortable about, which was mentioned today, is the fact that they're going to start insourcing. But again, we feel that you cannot have similar people who have failed, obviously, for some years to take decisions about what should happen within the Bosasa. For example, the minister has been there since 2014, so he cannot plead ignorance or innocence to what has been happening. You know, some of the claims that he makes are quite shocking because he has been there. We have been engaging with the minister, yet nothing was done. Today, he acts as if this is a totally new thing that is coming to terms with. So we also feel as well that the process towards, what is important for us as spokesperson is that the process towards reinstating stability and integrity within the Department of Correctional Services should not be a process that is left to the elite within the department. It should be an inclusive process. That is why we want to play a role there. We cannot trust that they alone could take decisions that would be for the benefit of Bosasa. Taxpayers as well, we need to get everybody involved. You know, a lot of taxpayers' money has gone to waste, and yet the very same people who could have done something about it have not done anything. So everybody should be participating in the process. There is a war room that was formed, which of course took some of the decisions that were announced today, but we feel that everybody needs to be included, especially unions.
Do you not accept also then, in that spirit, that it may mean that some of your members' lives or the way they have operated or worked up until now, that too may have to change?
Look, it has only to change for the better. You know, our members have been suffering for the past 10 years or so, because I think when we started arguing about the tenderization and the inclusion of Bosasa and the privatization of prisons, we actually lost a lot of members. There were about 500 who were immediately dismissed, but over the years, because of the greed that individuals wanted to see more profits over service delivery, we have been losing a lot of staff members within Bosasa, within the Department of Correctional Services. That is why currently we've been coming here a lot, speaking about altercations between inmates and correctional officials. So the conditions have been very bad for them. We want to ensure that moving here onwards, we are involved in taking the process forward, insourcing, ensuring that correctional services become self-sufficient, and ensuring that our members, of course, do get the necessary promotions that they've been waiting for all these years.
Okay, that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. Thank you very much.